Hello, good morning. Right, we're all ready to go. It's Tuesday, and anything coming down here? Can't see. No, we're good. And we're just leaving Chilwell Valley. It's 17 minutes past 7. We're on our way to Stoke-on-Trent. And I was rudely woken up at 3 o'clock this morning by the alarm clock. So I was due in at 5 o'clock this morning. It started at 5. So anyway, we're back in frilly knickers and high heels again, but a different truck to last time, and this one's actually a lot better. Similar sort of mileage. It's still got 800,000 kilometres on it, but it's a world of difference. It really is.
After 150 yards,
hang on a minute.
turn left.
The rubbish bin was on the seat and that was going to fall over.
Turn left.
It doesn't have the wind noise. It's just a nicer vehicle all round. It's been looked after, which makes the difference. It's still an R450, but it chugs along. That's all that matters, isn't it? So a couple of things I forgot to bring with me this morning when I loaded everything up was my coffee flask, which is really annoying, and my little cooker, which again is pretty annoying. So
200 yards,
yeah.
keep right, then turn left.
Anyway.
Slow traffic on M5. Traffic jam ahead between Old Park Lane and A461 Wood Green Road. 11 minutes delay.
Anyway,
Keep right, then turn
just
left.
negotiate ourselves around here a bit. So anyway, what a fantastic weekend I've just had. Because it's Tuesday, I didn't work yesterday. I had the day off. I decided that it was after having a weekend away on an army reunion, it would be prudent not to work on the Monday, which was good because I was absolutely shattered. I'm still a little bit tired now, but you know. So anyway, got up there Friday, drove up Friday morning, set off fairly sharpish. Got up there Friday lunchtime, and just started meeting up with everyone, and it was just incredible. 41 years ago to the day, this weekend, that we all joined up as boys, and it was just something else. It was just something else. Just rekindling old friendships. Some of these guys I haven't seen in 40 years. And it was
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit M40 towards Birmingham. Then
it was like we'd never been apart. You know, you catch up, don't you? But you know, you remember their mannerisms and the jokes and their personalities and the way they. And you know, the way they joke, and it all comes flooding back to you straight away. And it was just incredible to team back up with them all again. And every one of them was a legend. It was just mind-blowingly good, and I love them all to death. And it was. The funny thing was that yes, we all knew each other and we spent a lot of time with each other when we were in training. But there was one lad in particular, I'm not going to mention no names, But we didn't really have a, we weren't unfriendly, but we were in different rooms, and of course we didn't get to bond probably quite as well as some of the other guys that we were, when you were in a small space with someone for a long period of time, you sort of bond a bit, bond quite well. Or even out, you try to kill each other. But there was a couple of guys that I didn't really, I wouldn't say didn't know, but I just didn't know enough. Not through fault of either of us. It was just circumstance at the time. So it was really nice to have a chat with him, and a proper chat, and proper getting to know him properly, and that takes time, but it was it's the first step, isn't it? And what a lovely man. And we were talking about mental health, and I spent quite a bit of time talking to that, and lots of the boys had suffered, nearly all of them had suffered in one way or another, and we were talking about what we could do and what we've done, and all the sort of different things, and it was just, you didn't have to put on any airs and graces. It was like, they know what you're like, you're in good company, we've all been there, and it was just absolutely fabulous. I will put a picture up as a post on, so you can see. If you're friends with me on either Facebook or on Instagram, you will have seen them anyway. But I'll put a post up on YouTube just to show you what it was all about, and it was just excellent. It was just so good. We were talking about our experiences and how and there was some stories that came out that I'd forgotten about, and there was all sorts of different things, and we were talking about whether what we went through as a group of 16-year-olds, I mean, I was one of the youngest. I mean, I joined up when I was 15. I joined up, it was July the 6th, I was 15, and my birthday wasn't until the 18th of July, so I was just about turned 16. And I was just checking something out. We were all really young, we were all under the age of 16. I mean, one of the oldest was Geordie Wobber. I think he was touching the door of 17. And there's a Vozzers going down there. Meow. Flying. And we were saying about, if that was today, the things that we were put through, would that be classed as, how would that be classed? And we all come to the conclusion, bearing in mind that some of the guys deal with in work, in care, and prison service, and the police, and would it be, and it would be, it's almost like it would be classed as abuse, child abuse. You wouldn't do that today. You wouldn't. I don't think we all come to the consensus that you probably wouldn't get away with doing the sort of things that we were the size of that bird that's up there that we were put through. If you can see that hovery, fly bird round there, I don't know what it is, but it's an absolute monster. I wish I could be able to tell what it. Where it is now. Yeah, it was. I mean, we all recounted the story, and we all had vivid memories of it. We were supposed to go on a. Well, no, we were up in Kielder, Kielder Reservoir, in the middle of winter, and it was minus whatever it was, enough to have ice forming around the edge of the reservoir. And in their infinite wisdom, they decided that it would be character building for us to go canoeing. But before you go canoeing, you have to do what they call the canoe test, which is that somebody paddles out, one of the Carter, paddles out to about 50 foot away from shore, sits in the canoe, and then you have to swim out to the canoe, swim under the canoe, pop up the other side, duck back under, swim under the canoe again, and swim back to shore. Which is, you know, on a nice summer's day, not really too much of an issue. But bearing in mind this was February and we had to walk, the first 10-15 feet was through ice. To get to the water we had to crack through ice. It was bloody cold. And all we had on was a pair of swimming trunks. It wasn't like we were in wetsuits or dry suits. We were in bloody swimming trunks. Badly fitting ones as well, I might add. And it was, we were all said, it was just unbelievably cold. And of course, the directing staff, the carders, just thought it was hilarious that we should have to do that. You know, they didn't do it. They were nice and dry and warm. No. I know there's various other times when the things that we were asked, well, we were made to do, because you couldn't refuse. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not like you can say, oh no, we're not doing that, because that you've been you at the door. And it was just, I don't know. It was just a funny old time, and we did all these things. We did all these things, and we then asked ourselves the questions: would we do it all again? And we all said yes. So I don't know what that says about us. It must be sadistic. But you know, it was the way then that the way that the army was configured. It was the case of, and you see it on that Celebrity SAS if you've ever watched it. It's where they break them down. They totally ruin them. They break them down, grind them down, keep going, and then they build them back up again. And that's what happened to us over a period of 9 months. So the first 3 or 4 months, you were just broken. You were reduced to nothing, and then they slowly built you back up until we passed out when we were the dog's bollocks. You know, we were invincible. We could do anything we wanted to do. We had the skills and the training, and it was just, I mean, it helped that there was 3 troops in our intake, and we were the champion troop, and you know, there was competitions for everything. You know, you name it, there was a competition for it, and we just wiped the board. Absolutely wiped the board. And as somebody said when we were, wipers on, see where we're going. As somebody said, when we were up in York for this reunion, and there was 15 of us, and a few of the boys couldn't make it, you know, and they sent them apologies. A few boys we can't get hold of. Then there's about 3 or 4 blokes we just cannot. They've gone to ground. We think one has died, and there was others that had just sort of dropped off a bit, you know, and for whatever reason didn't want to be there, which is fair enough. And the rest of us were there because it was only a small, you know, we only passed out at 24 or 26 people out of 50 odd that had joined up, and it was, you know, we all said that we would do it again at a heartbeat. Wouldn't, you know, and it turned us into the people that we are today. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but I think we all turned out pretty well. We've all had issues, but in general we've all done well. We're still alive and kicking. So yeah, a fabulous weekend, and it was just, I'm quite an emotional person, you know, and I get yeah, I get emotional quite easily, and I managed to hold it all together till about just as we were leaving, and we said our goodbyes, and it wasn't too bad. I managed to, and then me and my mate had walked out of where we were staying at the pub stroke hotel, and we walked out of there, and I said to him, I said, oh, I'm feeling a little bit emotional, and I could tell he was exactly the same, because he's a big lad, he's a big old unit, tough man, hard man, and I knew that he was struggling to hold it all together, because he just said, yeah, me too, and he just walked quite a lick with his head down and not even making eye contact or looking or talking. He was struggling, we both struggled up the road. In about 2 or 3 minute walk we started talking again, but it was that moment. And then both of us left our cars at a mate's house, because I don't know if you've ever been to York, but it's not car friendly. So we got a taxi up to my mate's house, and we picked our cars up, we said again our final goodbyes, and he drove away ahead of me. He was like, I've got to go, and he just shot off. And I said, right, I took my time, put my gear into the car, and then drove off, and immediately had to pull over. Oh my God. Yeah. Just hit me. And then all the way home, every 20 minutes, half an hour, it hit me again. I had to pull over several times. And I got home, I phoned the gorgeous Kira up, and I was in floods of tears. I love you. And I got home, and I recounted all the things that had gone on, and the funny stories and things like this, and it was just amazing. Can I see blue light? I can see lights. What's happening here? I need to be over here now at all. No. Just moving over a bit. There's somebody on the side of the road there. I didn't see any other vehicles. What's going on? I don't know. Yeah, so an emotional weekend. A fair amount of alcohol was consumed. Obviously we had the football on Saturday afternoon, and well, that was a load of rubbish, wasn't it? We got through, but we got through by the skin of our teeth, winning on penalties. Shouldn't even get to that, shouldn't get to extra time. We should be, don't even get me started, don't get me talking on football, because I'm not a great football lover anyway. So just going back to the original story though, I mean, it was just wonderful to see everyone. And nobody really changed, which was the other wonderful thing. And it was just banter all week. I mean, I got there Friday lunchtime, we were all there for Friday, and I was just, my face ached from laughing. I had jaw ache. Oh, I get hiccups now. It was just so funny. Just so many stories where, we all had stories, and people remember things slightly differently and add to some of the stories that other people have forgotten about, and then add little anecdotes in as well. And well, it was just a bunch of legends. It was just, yeah, I think I've gone enough about that. So anyway, we're heading to Stoke-on-Trent. It's taken a little while to get there. It's I'm not travelling at the best time through Birmingham, obviously, because it's, what time is it now? 7:37, so I'm going to be hitting Birmingham at the worst possible time. So I guess that's going to slow me down. I've got about 90 miles to go. 90, 91, depending on which sat nav I look at. And it's basically just M40, M42, M5, M6, job done. And yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there in under 2 hours. Which is just as well, because I've got 2 hours 25 left. So I've had a 15-minute break. And wandering around while I'm looking at the displays. Yeah, we will see you when I get a bit closer, I expect. I'll speak to you later. Oh, we have been seriously held up. And this could be the cause of what the problem is. Probably won't see nothing. There won't be anything there. There's an ambulance. There's a taxi. Oh, he's gone into the back of someone. There's a load of police there. One car. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. Now, the problem I have now is that I might run out of drive time. I've got 42 minutes of drive time and it's going to take me 40 minutes to get there. So it's going to be a bit on the tight side. So all we can do is give it a bit of a go, really. Because there's nowhere to stop either. So I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. You know, it's just shuttle bust, isn't it? Go on, boys and girls, let's get your foot down. Doesn't help that it's pissing down rain. That makes everyone slow down. And rightly so, by the way. Don't think I'm being a loon. But it doesn't sort of help the help progression much. Picking up a bit of speed again now. That's good. Back on it. Bit clear of it now. So we're now on the M6 now. Northbound. Alright. We're going for it. No speed restrictions, so let's get going. Foot down. Hammer time! What a grim summer's day. A load of bollocks. 16 degrees. I mean, it's okay, it's not cold, but it's not warm either, and it's definitely not bloody sunny, is it? Oh, imagine being in a tent in this weather. Oh, we're going on holiday. When are we going to go? Oh, let's go like beginning of July. The weather would be lovely then, wouldn't it? Nice and warm, sunny. Oh, where are we going to go? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, you like in England? Weather would be brilliant in July. No, is it? Bollocks. There we go. What's going on here? Come on then, accelerate. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Put your foot down. Thank you very much. We need to be off the hard shoulder now again. Oh, this weather's abysmal. So, I keep saying so, don't I? So, I've only got 4 days this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then next week, I've only got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I'm available. Take a Monday and Tuesday off. We've got an evening do on Monday night. Gorgeous Kira, and it's a social event, but it's a Monday night, so I can't really work Monday because I can't guarantee I'd be back. See, this is the trouble with this job, you see. You can't guarantee you'd be back. I could be sent anywhere, and even if I had a job like today where I'm going up and then coming back again, I'm going to be knackered because I might have started at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then it's always a late finish, so it's like 10, 11 o'clock before we get home. Do it every year. And then if I've got a 3-4 o'clock start again, I'm going to be having 3 hours sleep. And it's just a recipe for disaster, isn't it? So that's the beauty of me being on agency now, and I'll just say I can't work Monday and Tuesday. If you want to give me something Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, brilliant. And if not, well, I don't care. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. In fact, you know, I'm not bothered. Why is everyone driving at 45 mile an hour? There's a bit of water on the road. Come on. There is services here. Oh dear, what do I do? 9:30. I'm going to have to go and help services. I'm going to have to see if I can get parked in here. I'm going to phone the office and say I'm going to be half hour late. But it'd be absolutely mobbed in here.
Bear right.
The amount of water here. want to come in here in a car. Or is there any space? I don't know if there is. Is there anything around here? Oh, there's some here. Is there one here then? There's one here then. Let's see if we can squeeze down. I think we can just about squeeze in here. Very close. Just about do it. Yeah, we're in. Right, give them the good news, I suppose. I'll speak to you all later on. Let's get out of here. Well, cleaner boy, he got a bit stuck in there really. Yeah, that would have been it's always water
After
coming in from
1.2
somewhere.
miles, take the exit M6.
So we've got a little way to go, but not far. But we just wouldn't have made it. We just would not have made it. So luckily we pulled in there and we got a 30-minute break. Cheers, boys. It's all a bit tight there. Oh fucking hell, was it ever? They pulled out, but only just enough.
After 100 yards, take the exit M6, then take the motorway.
Shitty old weather.
Take the exit, then take
Right,
the
you're
motorway.
about to die on me, so we're all about to die. The battery's about to die, so I'll speak to you all later on.